Vikings.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Power Rankings.
That's right. It's a Wednesday on the Rich Eisen Show. We got Power Rankings, and this is going to be the first Power Ranking to take you into December.
Let's go, Rich.
Everybody. Look, number 10 on my list last week was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
They're not on the list anymore.
Yeah.
They're not on the list
Okay,
anymore.
fair.
Who's number 10 on the list? I had to look for a team that has a very good defense and a quarterback that's red hot. Good defense, red hot quarterback, you're going to win football games. And I had to look for a team that might, that's already in a wild card position. Number 10 on the list, the New York Jets.
Hey.
Yeah. Yes. Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore and that rest of the offense had Mike White finding him in stride in a driving friggin' rain. And Quinnen Williams on the front end and Sauce on the back end.
Too much sauce.
That's number 10 on my list.
You just made the list.
Number 7 in the wild card rankings and the AFC rankings. The New York Jets, number 9 on the list, down a spot. I still like them. I still think they're one of the best teams in the NFL, and they will give anybody a good game, as the Eagles will find out this week. Not even lose to the Tennessee Titans, who are down one spot, number 9 on this list. Oh, my gosh. Derrick Henry fumbled into the end zone. That's how Traylon Burke scored his touchdown. And then the Bengals, they made it. The Bengals were just a stout team, man. And I think we're going to find out a little bit more about the Cincinnati Bengals moving on. The Titans are still number 9 on the list, and number 8 on my list, right above them, back on the list, are the aforementioned Cincinnati Bengals. God, I love this team. I love watching Joe Burrow play football.
Me too.
And this week against the Chiefs will be lit. I love the defense getting better. I do love their kicker, as you know, Evan McPherson. He had a little bit of a slump in the middle of the season, but the guy who can just stay out of the locker room during the Super Bowl halftime to watch Snoop Dogg is reemerged. And the Bengals going into Tennessee minus Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon. They're number 8 on my list because of that. They're back on the list. Number 7 are the Minnesota Vikings. They're up 2 spots. I popped them down from the top 5 all the way to the bottom 5 with that loss, that dreadful loss to the Dallas Cowboys. But hey, you got to say this about the Minnesota Vikings when they did what they did on Thanksgiving night against the New England Patriots. You're supposed to see Kirk Cousins going to the turtle position under the nationally televised lights, and you're not supposed to see the opponent's best player light it up, because that's what Bill Belichick notoriously is supposed to take away from you. And Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins had a night, and I do love their defense despite the last couple of weeks not performing very well. I do like Big Z, and obviously Patrick Peterson's joining us shortly. Put it all together, there's 7. Number 6 on my list, I keep wanting to put this team in the top 5, but the other top 5 are still so rock solid. The Miami Dolphins are knocking on the door. Let's just put it this way. They beat the 49ers this week. They're in my top 5. Tua is just dynamite. I had him number 3 on my MVP list, 1 through 5, and the top 5 list that we did in yesterday's show. They're number 6, and then the top 5, I just had a little bit of a reordering, although the Buffalo Bills are still staying at number 5 on this list. This is as low as they've ever been all year. They haven't been out of the top 5 of my power rankings all year long. They're number 5 after that Josh Allen throw to him in the final drive over the middle with a supposed still gimpy right elbow. And that was concerning to me. I kept hearing that in the broadcast from Tony Romo, talking about over and over again about how Josh Allen might be feeling pain in his elbow and he needs to just rip it and throw from the using his base and his legs, which means Allen might have told Romo something, that Romo was kind of dropping nuggets in that broadcast. I'm concerned about his elbow, but not about the Buffalo Bills to drop them any worse than 5. Number 4, I did drop them down 1. This offense just sputters at the wrong times, man. And it's your Dallas Cowboy offense. That's why they need Odell Beckham. Yeah, I dropped him 1. I dropped him 1. Dude, going for it.
I thought you were talking about the Niners.
No. I dropped Dallas 1.
Dropped us?
I did drop you.
Who this?
I dropped you. I dropped you. If you had an offense better than the one that the Giants brought in, and you turn it over on downs and you throw an interception, That game had usual Dallas Cowboy Thanksgiving Day troubles written all over it until Dallas finally got its footing back in the second half of that game. Number 3 on the list, up one spot.
Tell Micah this.
The Eagles. I still take the Eagles over the Cowboys right now. I know Mina Kime said that it was a matchup problem for the Cowboys this next time around. Philadelphia Eagles look so damn impressive on Sunday night against Green Bay, and I know Green Bay did have success running the ball against them. Jordan Davis is coming back, and then no change. I know the 49ers did not light it up against the Saints, and so many people are discounting them. I think the Saints defense, when they are balling, are one of the best in the NFL. I'm concerned about the Bucs on Monday night for that reason alone. You know they put a number on them. And the 49ers defense, though, carried the day. Sometimes this offense is not going to put it all together against a defense that can really put some pressure on Jimmy G. But I still think the 49ers are the best team in the NFC after 12 weeks entering Week 13. And the Chiefs still sit number 1 on my power rankings list. Hey, it wasn't anything to write home about against the Rams. But is there a better combination in the NFL right now than Mahomes and Kelsey? There's Tua and Hill, right?
Tua and Hill.
What else you got for me?
Mike White and anyone he throws to.
Good one. Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously pretty good.
Mahomes to Kelsey. That might be number 1 in the league, too.
Mike White and anyone.
And anyone he throws to.
I'd love it.
Including just a, little dump-off pass, little screen.
Mac Jones and Hunter Henry when the refs call it right.
That's a good one.
That's a good.
Nice and bitter. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.